Hello, Aletha with Create Your Future, and welcome to my video this week. I am looking forward to our topic, but before we begin that, I want to let you know that Create Your Future is giving away a free course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. The link is in the description box below. And to let you also know that I have courses available, so you can check that out because the link is below. And all of my coaching is currently 50% off. So it's a good time to schedule an appointment. If you resonate with what we talk about today on this video, please leave a comment, or if you have a suggestion for a future topic, let me know. And like and share the video. Okay, let's get into this. A phrase that we all have heard over and over and over again: everyone is you pushed out. It comes from the writings of Neville Goddard. So what does it mean? I remember when I first heard the term, I had absolutely no idea what it meant. Now, I know I'm speaking to an audience who are practitioners of the law of assumption. And there may be somebody out there though that is not, who is just in the process of learning all of this stuff like I was many years ago. And so everyone is you pushed out is a crucial thing to know when you are beginning to learn all about the law of assumption. And even as a seasoned practitioner of the law of assumption, it is really good to remind ourselves of this, because we walk around in a world that conditions us to think that we are conditioned by the things outside of us, that we are in many ways under their control, when in fact that's not the truth. The truth is everything in our external world is under our control, that you are in control of your reality, and that everyone is a reflection of your thoughts, your concept of them, your belief systems, your perceptions. And so everyone is you pushed out simply means everyone in your reality, in your quantum bubble reality, plays the role you assign them, the concept you have of them, based on your belief system, your beliefs, and your assumptions of that person. So in a general way, if you are assuming that all the people in the world are just kind and loving and caring and considerate and respectful, then you are going to have come into your life people that will reflect that back to you, that are kind, loving, and respectful. You go to the grocery store and people are polite, they smile, they say hi, and they're kind, they're respectful. You need something on a higher shelf and somebody's here, let me help you do that. You know, that is your concept of people, and so that's how it shows up. Now, the opposite can be true as well. If you have an attitude of skepticism, and that people are basically not good and basically grumpy and grouchy and disrespectful and kind and evil, or whatever you want to say, whatever negative term you want to give it, then those are the kind of people you're going to run into. You're going to run into exasperated people that treat you with disrespect and are not kind. Or so you get the point. It's how you view the world. That's exactly how the world shows up to you, because everyone is you pushed out. An aspect of you is always being reflected back to you. On a personal note, you have an SP, a specific person, or somebody in your world, like an employer or a family member, a friend, whatever. However they're showing up in your reality, check out what your concept is of them. So if you have a specific person who you love and adore, but they you have an assumption that they are emotionally unavailable to you, and that's typically their personality, and that they're reserved and they're quiet, and if that is your concept of them, then that's how they show up. And if that's how they showed up the moment you met them, you don't have to figure out how that all came into being. What you need to do is decide, okay, so this person is showing up this way because it can go right back to your self-concept. Maybe you met them and you had this withdrawn feeling, and because, you know, they just seemed so great and so wonderful, and you didn't feel quite worthy of that, or valuable enough to deal with that. Whatever it is, we don't need to figure it out, but we do take the situation in front of us where a person is being emotionally distant or unavailable, and we decide what we want. and we decide we want them to be open and truthful and emotionally available. And then we change our concept from that person being unavailable to available, to being closed off, to being open and honest and transparent with you. And so whatever concept you have of a person, that is the concept, or that is how they're going to show up in your reality. So if you assume they are a certain thing, then that's how they're going to be. If you assume someone is always going to be late or is not responsible whenever you have a plan, and you assume that they'll be late or they'll cancel, well then, and that keeps showing up, you get concrete evidence of, oh no, that's the personality. No, it's not. It is your assumption of them. Change your assumption that they're always on time, that they're always responsible, that they always keep their word, that they're reliable. And then they will start to show you yourself being pushed out. They'll reflect it back to you. And the reason I can say this with confidence is because I've done it. I've even experimented for fun in good ways, not bad ways. And it actually really wasn't for fun. Someone was treating me not so good. And so then I decided, okay, I realized that I expect that of them. So I changed my assumption to expect something else of them. So I just started expecting them to be kind and loving and respectful and fun and, all those cool things. And exactly 2 days later, when I ran into them, that's exactly how they treated me. And they have ever since, because I've kept that same assumption, that same expectation of them. Whatever you expect a person, however you expect a person to treat you, that's how they're going to do it. And you can change whatever negative situation is going on in your life right now to what you do want. And I have done this countless times. Clients of mine tell me stories where they have turned situations around totally and completely in all kinds of ways, for all kinds of reasons. And always, when you really apply this, it does work. Now, your inner conversation is a part of this because it is your total belief system. You have to really assume this and believe it. It's just not a fleeting thing that you say in intention. I assume that so-and-so is always open and honest with me. And then you go about your day and you're going to meet them after a while, but your inner conversation is not in line with that intention. You're thinking, oh, they're going to do this or they're going to do that, or you role play in your mind all the negative things that have happened between you, where they treated you in ways that you did not like. Can't do that. You let it all go. You change that assumption totally and completely. It can't be half-hearted. You've got to be all in. You've got to be full force. When you change your concept, it has to be a total thing. And that takes discipline on your part. You are in control of your mind. Your mind is not in control of you. Unless you give it control by just letting it go willy-nilly on all your thoughts and your imaginations. No, you assume that now this is the new assumption I have of this person. And every time you think of them, you think of your new assumption. Anytime the negative stuff shows up in your mind, you say, nope, this is how I view them now. If you run into them and it isn't what you want yet totally, don't give up, don't quit, don't say it's not working. Keep assuming, because you're totally not there yet, but you will be. And when you come into that beautiful state of consciousness where you see the world as a beautiful place, you see people as kind and loving, you see your specific person being all the little things that you want them to be, that you need to have in your life, then that's exactly what will take place once you have assumed that new belief system and those assumptions and really truly live from that. And Neville Goddard says, be careful what you are saying, because, and he's talking about your internal conversations, be careful what you are saying, because your whole vast world is this inner conversation pushed out. And so what you think that your thoughts inside of you are private, they are not. Everyone overhears your thoughts. We're all connected energetically. You can't see it in our linear 3D realm, but we are. And so everything is awareness. What are you aware of? Are you aware of the person being the thing that your heart's desiring? So your thoughts internally need to be in line with what it is your heart is desiring, for no matter what you're manifesting. And then you need to feel the feeling that is associated with that. If you want to be in a loving relationship with a specific person, you feel like you have it now. You want healing to a specific part of your body or your whole body, whatever you want, you feel you have it now. You live from in the present moment, having whatever it is your heart's desiring already fulfilled. You live from having it now. And the key to manifesting is feeling that it's yours now. And that applies to everyone as you pushed out and changing your concept. You've got to feel they are that new person. The concept that you've changed over to, that you have that now. You have their love, you have their respect, you have their openness, their honesty, their transparency now. Now, as you're just driving down the road, as you're buying your groceries, as you're falling asleep at night especially, live in that state of consciousness that you have that now. When you wake up in the morning, don't go into the old you and the old way of thinking. Immediately start saying intentions and start living from I have this now there, and feel that feeling. And the reason I said say intentions, because your intentions help you move into the feeling. And then close your eyes and imagine a couple of minutes what it feels like to be talking to that person who is open, honest, and transparent with you and giving you their heart. So whatever it is that you want, you can achieve it. It's yours. Everything is yours. Everything is you pushed out. Everyone is you pushed out. But you need to assume that it is what you want it to be and live from the feeling of that. Because an elevated emotion is the key to manifesting. You've got to feel it's yours now. And every time you get a negative thought, let it go and say, no, they have changed to this. They are this now. And you have to stay in that all day long. Keep bringing yourself back to the feeling of having it now. You are so powerful. You have anything that you want. You can have anything you want, be anything you want, do anything you want through the power of your mind and your will to discipline it to be and say and do and think the things and feel what it is your heart's desiring. And remember this, you don't have to be afraid of anything. You are in control of everything. So if something isn't working out in your life the way you want, you're in control. This is your quantum bubble reality. Change it to what you do want. Change your assumption about it and live from that feeling. And if you do, you will start to see that truly everyone is you pushed out, and that everything that your heart desires does manifest easily, effortlessly. If you have questions and need any extra work on this, please feel comfortable to schedule a coaching session with me. I would love to talk to you and help you through that. Also, remember to leave a comment on the topic of this video, or if you have another topic you would like me to discuss on a video, leave that as well. And don't forget to like and share. Blessings.